Hi everyone, it's Marcy Denning here from Stampin' with Marcy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada, and I want to thank you for pressing play on today's video. Today we are going to be creating this adorable birthday card that uses the Delivering Cheer stamp set, as well as my sentiment comes from the One Happy Family. I'm also using the Painted Christmas Designer Series paper, the stocking dies, and the Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder, as well as my little bow here is the Simply Elegant trim. Okay, so let's get stamping here. Bring in my pierce mat. And I've already gone ahead and die cut. And my ink color is Basic Gray. All right, so I'm going to ink up my hands with the presents, and I'm going to stamp them right towards the very top of my die here. Then my jacket, legs and boots, and I'm going to line that up. Here we go. And my little ground piece. So we're going to ink that up. And right there. And then I need my little piece for my sentiment. And I'm not sure what happened to it on my desk here. So we'll just have to cut this piece down. Okay, so we're going to, we don't need the pierce mat for this part because this is a cling stamp, meaning it's got the foam in behind. All right, so line this up on my grid paper so that I can be hopefully successful with stamping it straight. There we go. All right. So the colors that I'm going to be using are, put this back in here, Mint Macaron, Poppy Parade, and So Saffron. And then my ribbon, I've got, it is the light and dark base, gray granite. Sorry about that. All right, so let's start with the jacket, and we're just going to color that all in with my saffron here. This stamp set is so great for a variety of occasions, and as you can see by my card today, you don't have to use the sentiment that comes with it. This is a fall Christmas type of stamp set with the sentiments, and I wanted a birthday card because my friend Pat has a birthday that I've created this card for. So by the time this video goes live, she will already have her card. So I don't have to worry about ruining the surprise. So I'm just quickly coloring in There's just no way to color fast. All right, come back in with my light and go over those edges so that we blend that color. And I chose my colors because of the Designer Series paper. So this paper is Christmas paper. However, the one side has this fabulous leaf pattern that I thought would look just perfect. As you can see, the back side of this paper. Oh, and there's my little label piece that was tucked inside. So the back is with the evergreen greenery, but we're not using that. All right, so let's do the arms and legs. So I've got my petal pink here. And coloring in quickly. And then I'm going to come in with my dark petal pink to add a little bit of contrast here. And here and her knees. And come up here. And then again, we are going to bring in the light and just blend those colors together. All right. Okay, that looks better. Now we are going to do the presents. So we've got our light mint macaron for the bottom, gift, and then we're just going to come in here and do the next gift. Do all the mint macarons and the lid. And this present right here. So just imagine all the different color combinations you can use for this set. So many variations. You can make it look so different by what you choose. So if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would go ahead and click that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell, so that you don't miss any future videos from me. I'm trying to grow my channel, so I truly would appreciate you clicking that button. And we're just blending those colors out. And then when it dries, they do marry together a little bit better. But this doesn't really take too awful long. now we want the Poppy Parade. So the light first, and I'm doing exactly the same. Some people go with the dark first and then the light afterwards. I like to do the light and then go over with my dark and then come back in with the light to blend those colors. Okay. Do you have this stamp set yet? Have you used it much if you do have it? Leave me a comment. Do you like to color, or is coloring not your thing? I like coloring. I find it therapeutic and fun, just like fussy cutting. Okay, and there's this spot right there. I also want to remind you that I've got my specials going on all month long. We are coming to the end of October. I have my every order of $40 before tax and shipping is going to get a quarter pack of one of the 3 different designer series papers that were available during celebration as an extra little thank you from me, as well as 2 sheets of that glimmer paper that was part of celebration as well. And then every $50 order, if your order is $50 or more before tax and shipping, I'm going to enter you into a draw. I'm giving away a mini Stampin' Cut and Boss machine as a thank you. My specials are because on October 16th, I celebrated my 8th anniversary as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Whoops, I just went outside the lines. I call it my Stampiversary. So to celebrate that, I've been having draws all month long, as well as the 2 different ordering specials, because I truly do love what I do. It has been so incredibly wonderful the past 8 years. Okay, I'm going to come in right here and use my color lifter to push that color back. Okay, and then this one, last present, is the So Saffron. Now, if you live in Canada and don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator that you currently work with, I would love the opportunity to earn their business. And if you have a shopping list that is $100 or more, why not join my Stampin' Up! Family? I would love to welcome you. It is a fabulous deal, the starter kit. You choose $165 worth of products from any of the current publications, and then you pay $135. That is pretty awesome. There is never any shipping on the starter kit, and in Ontario and a few other provinces, there's no tax either. It's all pure product that you're getting. And if you'd like to have a little chat about it, I would be happy to discuss that with you. Okay, we're going to come in with some dark now. I'm making this, I'm imagining it like a silver ribbon. So I'm adding the two different, the light and the dark. And then I'm going to come in with my Wink of Stella to just add that little bit of glitter. Whoops, wrong end. So again, I'm just going over to blend those colors together. And right there, and you don't really see there. Now, the ground, I'm going to take my brush tip, and I'm just going to come over and just lightly add a few more strokes to that ground so that she's grounded a little bit better. And you can also come in and add a little bit of shadowing so that she kind of pops off the white a little bit better. And I'm not going over the entire. Image. Just here and there, and then I'm going to come in with my color lifter afterwards and kind of lighten that, push that color. Whoops, because I got really thick right there. And you don't have to do this. I just find that it just does add that little bit of dimension so that she's not like blending into the background. She's kind of pushed forward a bit by doing that. So I'm just coming in and very lightly pushing that line back, especially the areas where I got a little heavy with it, because you don't want it to bleed into the color that you've colored the image. I go through a lot of color lifters because I make boo-boos when I'm coloring quickly, and when I am adding that little bit of a line, I like to just come in and push that color back a bit. And right there, and then I can come back in here. You can come back once it's dry and push that, any color that you've gone outside the lines with, you can come back in and excuse me, push that color back in a little bit more. I'm going to do the Wink of Stella afterwards so that I don't make a mess of it. So we've got our base is my thick basic white. You can refer to the PDF. The link will be in the description. the blog post. You can go to my blog and take a look at all of the measurements as well as all of the supplies that I have used to create today's project. Whoopsie, I've got the dropsies today. And then this is glued flat. Right, centered there. And then this is on my card base. Scooch over just slightly there. Okay, now this is popped up with dimensionals, and I am just about done this pack here, the sheet. So I've got all these little ones, and I do like my dimensionals, so I use quite a few. And one right down here. I want to make sure that it is not going to sag anywhere. Okay, is that, nope, a couple more. Alrighty. I think they're all shiny, so I've got the backing off of all of them. And we're going to center this just like that. Okay. Now, because my happy birthday is on the bigger piece, I'm going to bring in my mini trimmer. And I didn't want it to be one long word. So I am going to cut it in half. You can use your paper snips for this. I just find if I've got a straighter line when I use my little mini trimmer. Sadly, Stampin' Up! Does not sell this. This was a celebration item a few years ago when you signed up to be a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Okay, there's my happy. Now I have a smidge more at the H than the Y, so I'm just going to take that, line that up like there. There we go. So there's my happy. And now let's trim up the birthday part. Flip it. And like I said, you can easily cut this with your scissors. Let's cut you a titch. Just a titch. Okay, that should be good. Let's get that Y closer there. There we go. Get that out of the way, and this is glued down flat. And I'm going to put my birthday on first because I want to make sure that it's down low enough, and I'm going to put it right down here, and I'm going to butt it right up against that corner. And then the happy is going to be right up top. Lift that up to make sure that I'm not gluing it down crooked. And then I've got my Simply Elegant trim. I'm going to straighten it a bit by using the heat of my hand and just pulling on it so that I can make a nice little bow without it being too curly-Q. Hold the center while I tighten those, pull on those tails, and then bring in my snips. And that's going to be right down there. So let's make those loops just a smidge bigger. And I need a mini glue dot that I'm going to roll in half. And I'm going to tuck it right here at that corner. And place my bow right there. And now let's grab our Wink of Stella. And we're going to color all of the ribbon. It just makes it really pop. And adds that nice little sparkle. And there. And right there. And then we can't forget our insert piece. So we've got our piece of basic white and our other piece of designer series paper. Flip that over to make sure that we're not crooked or anything off the bottom. And there we have it. Okay, so scooch that out of the way. There is today's card. Thank you so much once again for joining me. Please don't forget to click that subscribe button below as well as the notification bell. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out, and please use this month's host code if you're shopping in my online store. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.